Welcome to the Mighty Process Server Podcast, where the stakes are high and the stories are real. Do you have what it takes? On this podcast, you will hear from the process servers on the front line, serving American justice one door at a time. Buckle in and turn it up, because it's time to roll. All right, you guys, listen, I wanted to hop on here real quick. Just a quick Q&A, quick video. If you guys have any comments or questions, I have gotten just in the last couple days the same question over and over and over from people. And so I thought, let me just go ahead, come on here real quick and do a quick live and see how you guys are doing this evening. Let's see, we got some comments. Business Connections, what's up? Over on YouTube, what's up? So listen, how much do you charge? As a process server, what do you charge and why? How do you know? You guys know in my 90-day challenge, my other channel on YouTube, I actually talk all about calling your competitors and finding out how much they charge, but also connecting with them and offering to serve for them, right? Well, someone I talked to today says, I'm a process server. I charge between 85 and 140. Yeah, it's a really solid number. So what I told her was, I can't possibly tell you that. I could try to analyze it with you. So what we did is we looked at her local market. She thought she had nobody really there. And she was right. There was only directories there. What appeared to be process servers was actually directories, and all the people you could hire on there were either bogus companies that maybe went out of business a long time ago, or huge firms that were like in Los Angeles or something like that, right? And so I told her, I said, this is good news for you, because if I'm a big process serving firm and I'm trying to send work to you in your local town, I want to talk to the person who's going to serve the papers. Most likely, usually, I don't want to talk to a bigger company because it's going to cut into my margins. And a lot of times, unless the company has it really dialed in like I do, then they are not going to communicate status back to me and my team fast enough. So we prefer to work directly with the process servers. And what we're able to do is actually get a cheaper rate. So anywhere from 45 to 55, maybe the max we pay is $80. Now, listen, this is what I told her. I said, you charge whatever you want to charge. You're your own business owner. And this is so vital that people get this, right? It's so vital that people get this. There's some states like Florida where they treat all their independent contractors like employees. They tell them, hey, you got to serve, come pick it up. There's one server will go talk to 5 or 6 different companies, and then they'll come back and go pick up papers from all these different companies, and then it's just they're getting paid like $15 a serve, but every process serving company is giving them 5 or 10 or 15 different service assignments at that one location, that one pickup. They don't have to do the proofs, right? There's a lot of benefits to it. So we looked at her deal, and I was like, you can rank on Google like today. Like if you can get verified on Google, you can get on there. So Business Connection says, I was charging 65 to 80 last year, so I increased my prices. I think increasing your prices, like if you look at my website, 123legalsupport.com, one of California's #1 process serving e-filing firms, I actually charge $150. I showed on my story on my Facebook how my form is broken down. People end up paying like $170, $180. Right. But in order for me to make a business out of it, I gotta have margins. Right. So what I do is I come in and I look for servers that are cheaper than me. Right. So that's how it works. That's how you do it. That's how the business generally, if somebody calls and asks you for affiliate rates, there's 2 things I always coach people on is, first of all, an affiliate rate should mean reciprocal rate. right? That's what it should mean. It should mean reciprocate. So when someone says, how much your affiliate rate? I go, well, I don't know. Like, what areas do you cover? Because I want to know, are they going to give me a discount? Right. So for example, I have my office is based in Sacramento, and we have lots of local servers there that'll serve for, I mean, I could serve for $30, $40, right? So if you called me, if I called you and you said you give me 65, I'd offer you 65 in my local market, and we all win, right? This is how affiliate should be done, in my opinion, anyways. And I've seen people do it. I do it at a large scale, and I know other people who do it on a large scale, and it works. Where it doesn't work, let's talk about that. Where it doesn't work to offer affiliate rates is when they're sending you work, they want an affiliate discount, but they send you one job and you never hear from them again. Why would you give them a discount? You're giving them a discount because they're either going to give you a discount when you send them work, or they're going to send you volume, right? They're going to send you 5 or 10 per day or whatever. So those are the only two ways that I think it makes sense to discount your rates. Other than that, your website rates should be higher. Your rate sheets should be higher. Like, they should be a higher amount. Like, if an individual pro se came across you, not everybody puts their rates on their websites, but I recommend it when you get to a certain level, you're making $10, $20, $30,000 a month, you should have it on your website, because you're going to have contract clients that reach out. They're going to see that high price. And that is super beneficial when you have that conversation with them about, your normal price. Let's say it's 85, like Business Connections here saying on YouTube, 65 to 85, or 65 to 80 last year. And now he's 85 to 140. So if you're 85 to 140 and I see 140 on your website, or you somewhere around there, and then I'm having a conversation with you about discounts, I'm feeling pretty good if I get 80, right? Right? Because your high is 180, 140. So it's just an example though, right? And so you could potentially lock up, DCSS clients, child support clients, collection agencies, lots of these types of companies. You could get them to start sending you volume and still make $65 to $85 per serve. That's what people don't get. They're like, no, I don't want those. I don't want those discount. I don't want those contract clients because they're cheap, right? Well, in some areas they're cheap because other process servers are driving down the price. But this is why I started Mighty Process Server, so we could all network together. On this Thursday, we're going to network together. We're going to talk about associations. We're going to talk about because lately our meetings, our networking meetings have been about marketing and prospecting, which we all want to grow our business, but then somehow it turns into website conversation too. And I know I sell websites. I know I have a company that builds websites, but that's not the focus. My focus really is, they sponsor it, so we'll mention them, but my focus really is on helping the industry elevate the industry as a profession. If you don't believe me, think about this for a second. Associations a long time ago came around with real estate, and they said, this is how you're going to do it, XYZ. They started charging an amount to make sure that people were all official. It went county by county, state by state, and then now there's a national Realtors Association, and then every state has its own MLS or whatever, but they're all governed by this big lobbyist organization that can really make laws happen. NAPS has done that on some level. CalsPro's done that on some level, but not at the level they think they have. Why? Because they're only serving the elite, right? I'm not talking bad about them. I'm saying like the elite are the people who have like been in the industry for 30, 40 years, or the multi-millionaire process server. Those are the guys that are benefiting. Those are the guys that are in the know. So I want you to be in the know. And so this Thursday, we're going to talk about NAPS. Should you join? Okay. Why? Why not? CalsPro, these different associations. And I think it's important to have this conversation. My opinion, but it's a mastermind, right? It's a networking meeting. So I'm interested to know what everybody else thinks as well. I'll tell you why not to join. And I'll tell you why you should join, the right reason to join an association. And then, of course, I want to talk about how you can actually get more clients using these, not just by being on their directory, but also by getting the domain authority. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of really good reasons to join NAPS. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it this Thursday. Mighty Meetup is what I call it. I think you go to mightymeetup.com. If not, you can go to the website, Mighty Process Server, singular, Mighty Process Server. Mighty Meetup might work. But anyway, Mighty Process Server is the website. You can go there, see all of the podcast episodes. I'm uploading all of the show notes as well, all the text and show notes. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. And I'm actually going to put it in here for you. MightyProcessServer.com. That's the brand I've been building here the last few weeks. It used to all be on my channel, Mighty Mike Reed. But moving forward, everything is Mighty Process Server. Mighty Process Server. There you go. MightyProcessServer.com. Check it out. I got tons of free resources on there. I'm interviewing the top legal support professionals from all over the country. I've been doing it for 10 years now. And I took a little sabbatical, 2 years, and went and did real estate. I'm not sad that I did, because it taught me a lot about prospecting, about sales, and things like that, which have helped my business dramatically. So when it comes to figuring out your rates, the best way is to look and see what your competitors are charging. And the most absolute best way, hands down, is to serve for those people. If you're brand new, serving for those affiliates that are like local to you and offering to serve for them, be like, would you be willing to serve for me sometime, is the best thing you could do. You're going to know who their clients are. People always get on to me when I say that. It's important that you know who their clients are, because when you talk to their client, for me personally, I had an affiliate I was very close with that I was her first server, and I ended up serving. But by the time I was done, all her other servers had dropped out because I was Captain Consistent. She called me. I always got it done. And when she passed away, well, hold on. Before she passed away, I knew who her like top clients were, and I stayed away from them because I knew who her top clients were. And she sent me a high volume of business as an affiliate. We had an agreement that I would stay away from Ray Sandelman, Troy Wilkinson. I can name them off. I still remember them to this day, 10 years later. These were her top clients. And they were also her friends. So it's not like I could take them, right? When she passed away, they all started using me because I was the guy who signed the proofs, who actually served the papers for her for years, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people take it the wrong way. No, you should know who their clients are so that you can protect that relationship with them. And then one day it may happen where their client will call you and say how much you charge. This is an opportunity for you to get that customer and then let them know. Be like, hey, by the way, so-and-so called me. What happened? You know, in this case, I was serving all the papers. So if something happened, it might have had something to do with me if her client left her. But anyways, I've always been a marketing guy, and as much business as I can drive in it was always the goal. And so I would get a lot of customers. So yeah, when it comes to pricing, honestly, you have to do your research about who the local competitors are. And if you don't have a competitor like this young lady I talked to today, then charge whatever you can. Start at 100 and start going up from there. And if an affiliate calls you, be willing to give them a little bit of a break if they're willing to give a little to you as well. Are you going to send serves to Sacramento for me? Probably not. Probably not, right? So am I going to give you volume? Maybe not. If it's one serve in the middle of nowhere, probably not. So in those cases, I agree. Stick to your rate, whatever your rate is, and I just wanted to answer that real quick. And I got to run, got a church thing this evening, but I'm really excited about all the things that are coming out on Thursday. What's it? Thursday's the 1st. Yeah, Thursday's the 1st. I have the remastered editions of all old podcast episodes are coming out. I did a new episode 0 talking about my journey, and I did a new intro and outro for the show, which is pretty cool. and it's all country themed for this one. I've did some hip hop, some kind of like rock and roll type of things in the past. But now it's just country, man. Since I moved back to New Mexico, here in Albuquerque, I'm riding my Harley, driving my pickup truck, shooting my guns, raising my dogs, and just really tapping back into my country roots. So I'm enjoying it here a lot of peace here, a lot of peace. So a lot of cool things to be excited about. I had meetings all day today, starting with a new software, Legal Connect, out of California. It's a great software. I used Serve Manager for many years. They sold, and the customer service kind of tanked. And then there's PST, and then they don't have the automation tool with API that I want. So it was just really hard for me to find a software that worked for me in particular. But Legal Connect actually offers like all kinds of California specific things, like being able to e-file in California, and they're getting ready to integrate with all the other e-filing platforms across the country. So it's going to be really cool for my attorney clients to be able to log in, create an account on my website, e-file in any state that offers e-filing, order service in line with the e-filing process. They can click a button, add service or process, and that's just going to dramatically increase my company's value over the next 5 years. So that's it, you guys. Take care, be safe, and live mighty. See you guys. I haven't done this in so long. I don't know where the buttons are. Here you go. And that's a wrap for today's episode of the Mighty Process Server Podcast. But before we go, a huge shout out to our sponsor, MightyWebsiteBuilder.com. In the fast-paced world of legal support services, your online presence is crucial. MightyWebsiteBuilder.com empowers legal support professionals with high-performing, sleek websites that make a lasting impression and land you more clients. Visit MightyWebsiteBuilder.com to elevate your digital footprint. Until next time, stay safe out there and live mighty.